Alright, I worked on a couple of new copper pressure flakers. A subscriber sent me these square copper rods. Okay? And I said, they're just sitting there. Let me experiment. The copper is very soft. But anyway, these two flakers had already pre-drilled holes for other bits, but they were already getting too wide for the 16 penny nail. These are just the perfect size for driving in to that larger hole, so it worked out. I don't know what the diameter is. If you recognize it, let me know if you sent it to me. It's got like a coating on it. Hold on. I didn't write down who sent it to me. But you sent me a bunch of these copper rods. Square. Or, yeah. So I just drove them in and clipped them off and filed them down. I'm going to try it out on these productivity pieces. Nodule productivity. See what I can do as far as pressure flaking with the copper, because I've been using only steel. Let's see how much of a difference it makes. I've been wanting to do that for forever, didn't do it. Okay, I need to move my stuff. Need to move my camera a little bit. Hold on. Everything is bumped into each other. I got no room to maneuver. Alright, let's see. If I start bending the copper rod, I'm going to switch back to steel. Where's my other glove of this? Yeah, they gotta match or it's bad luck. Yeah, everything is set up so I don't get flakes in my socks. Alright. I need a shorter. Yeah, let's do the shorter one because I have a feeling it's going to bend. That's been my experience in the past with copper pressure flakers. I bend them. That looks pretty nice. Why does it look blurry? Yeah, it looks okay. It does grip the edge well. The copper does grip the edge well. Nice. I may not want to go back to steel for the remainder of my current Obsidian kick. Damn, that pulls it a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. You can just pull the edge right off. Same one. Gotta make sure I don't get these mixed up. Yeah. It feels kind of weird to use something that's softer than steel. In other words, it's a little bit of a learning curve. Yeah, it grinds down a lot faster, or it files down a lot faster than steel. That works good. I gotta do the yeah. And I'm not bending it, it looks like. I'm acting like I never used copper pressure flakers before. It's been a while. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a long time. I actually have a lot of copper for pressure flakers now, so I shouldn't be shy about using it. Before I didn't have very much. All I had was grounding wire, and it wasn't very thick. I still crush the edge a lot. It does grab a sharp edge very well. Yeah. I think it'll work. I'm not doing it. Okay, so I need to finish. What do I need to finish? I need to finish this one. I'm very tempted just to sell it just like this and not even finish it out because I might mess it up. Yeah. I don't want to mess it up. But I'm only going to do a pass of parallel flakes on one side here and one side there. That's it. Probably on this side and this side, since the other sides are already really nice. Yeah. But I gotta be wide awake and not frustrated. Yeah. I gotta really nitpick that edge and get it perfect before I run those parallel flakes Yeah. It's going to take a while. It's another hour and a half on that one. I don't know how many hours I've spent on it already. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess up the other one. It's a different material than this too. Yeah. I know. It's gonna mess up. Yeah. It's gonna mess up. I should use pressure only on the top here. Yeah. That's what I should do. Just use pressure only on the tips. Or don't use percussion on the tips. Let's see how that works. Yeah, you can do sequential flaking with percussion. That's how I usually do the Scots bluffs. When I do a Scots bluff, I'll use percussion on the sequential flaking. But again, the edge has to be very well prepared. So you get an even distance in between each flake. I'm not trying for an even distance between each flake here. I just want it to be fully flaked on both sides. And, you know, reasonably nice looking. Without too much flakery or crushing or stiff fracturing. It's got some crushing in the middle a little bit, or what do I call it? It's kind of crackly in the middle. Yeah, the termination doesn't feather out, so it gets crackly. That termination feathered out well. But it doesn't always do that. It drives you nuts. That was good. I got a lot of Flintknapping to do today, but I don't want to do it. It's still kind of early. I should just work on some more sinew strings. I got 3 or 4 or more strings to do, but the auction's coming up. Yeah. I think I'll put another string in the auction, so I have one in every auction. Yeah. You guys can give me some feedback on how those strings are working. And like I said, if it doesn't work out for you, I can make you a replacement and figure out how to make it work. I know how to make them work for myself. I've used many sinew strings. It's not a big deal for me, but other people that don't have experience with them, I want to know what your issues are so that I can help prevent those. Because I know my friend who has the musical bows is gonna come back and say, I got good news and bad news. Good news is string lasted for a month. The bad news is it failed. Yeah. It's inevitable. I want to try to postpone the failing of the string as long as possible. I like this material. I'm going to go ahead and percussion the tip as well. Yes. No. See, it's not quite as easy to do the tip. Yeah. It's more delicate. I take risks by hitting it that hard. Dang it. Yeah, like that. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Why don't I do more Scots Bluffs on video? Because they're super tedious. Supercalifragilistic? No, super tedious. Super tedious, is that short for stupendous? No. And it's not stupendous. It's not supercalifragilistic. It's nothing good. Takes me forever. I am going to do them though. They're coming up. That's why I mention it. Just so you know I'm not forgetting. I will do them. The Eatons and the Scots Bluffs. The OCD points. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. It's got to be OCD. I had a dream the other night that it was, but the reason why they did that is for safety, physical safety. These very careful flakings on the Eatons and the Scots Bluffs, believe it or not, I had a dream this morning. I woke up this morning from that dream. That they were doing it because when you pressure flake like that, there's less chance of getting the flakes up into your face and into your eyes and stuff. So they were very careful to be preserving their eyesight. That's why it's so meticulous. I'm thinking, my subconscious came up with that. I didn't think of that. Not consciously. Maybe that's it. Maybe the meticulous flaking is not OCD, but help me to see. It's not OCD, it helps me to see. So, it doesn't ruin my eyeballs. They don't get a bunch of flakes up in my face like percussion does. Could be it. We have the luxury of wearing like these glasses to prevent the flakes from going into the eyes. Even though I do have glasses on, I still get flakes in my eyes and it irritates my eyes. Sometimes I get a flake in my eye and I gotta go immediately in and wash it out. Even a little bitty flake, I'll go inside and make sure I flush it out of my eye. Dang it. Those dang terminations. Yeah. So maybe they did those patterns incidentally. What they were doing was just being very careful not to make a lot of flying flakes. And they ended up with nice patterns because they're just being careful not to flake it really spastically, like a spaz. Like the way I do it, with flakes flying everywhere. The way I do it, it's not the safest way in the world. Not even. In fact, I joke when I'm at a napping. I'll see a flake fly over and almost hit somebody. And I'll ask, did it get you? And they go, no, that one didn't get me. I said, okay, well, sit a little bit closer over here because it went like this. I'll get you next time. Yeah. You're so funny. And that kind of thing. Yeah, because my flakes fly everywhere. But if I were to sit there and just be meticulous and very careful about each and every flake, I don't think they would fly around as much. Yeah. There's got to be a sensible reason because they take so long to do. And it's such a weird thing. A totally different mindset. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going to work. I don't even know if it's going to work. It doesn't look right. Hold on. Oh yeah, this grips the edge. It doesn't slip nearly as much as steel. Dang. That is sweet. I think I'm going to like this copper pressure flaking stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. It'll peel off the edge of a well-ground. It'll peel off flakes from a well-ground edge. The copper will, whereas steel will slip a little bit. But I got a feeling that I've got to keep dressing the tip. Dress it more often. But anyways, I think that looks better now for a flake across that way. It's gonna come across this way. supposed to. It better. Okay. Yes. Maybe. It better. Oh, it did go that way. It's kind of good. There's a big old flake. It fanned out a lot, but it only went a little bit this way. Of course. It doesn't cooperate fully. No. Didn't even go. What's up with you? What's up with that? Did it do it? It felt like it did. Yeah. Yeah, it did it. All because I had a copper pressure flaker to set it up. Right? No. No. It wasn't because of the copper pressure flaker. I'm looking at it really close because I'm thinking of taking one more big old flake, but that's the death spell. One more flake. Did I say death spell? That's the final words. Last words. Famous last words. One more flake. Just one more really good one. Maybe two. Yeah. Not like that. That's not that good. It's supposed to go further. I'm being very careful not to break it. Maybe they made those sequential flakings so they wouldn't break it. It was a superstition that they would do sequential flaking so it wouldn't break, because the stone likes it better. Yeah. Voila. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's a miracle. Should I do the pressure flaking thing up here? I'm probably going to regret it if I do. I'll do it on the up a little bit higher, because the amount of pressure I need on this right here is going to be a lot, and I'll probably snap the tip off. But if I use percussion, I can sneak up on it. Yeah, snuck up on it. No, I can't. be doing that. Gotta have some abrading. Yeah, there it goes. Perfect. Wonderful. Tremendous. Yeah. Okay. So just pressure flake it now. Yeah, let's start down here. I need to symmetricize it. I've been messaging a lot lately. Lots of emails, lots of stuff. I usually don't message very much, but it's been taking up like 3 hours every morning. Of course, I get distracted if I want to watch some news. But I never get news, I just get drama. I'm looking around. I do the doom scrolling, right? But it's because I'm looking for news. And all I'm getting is drama. Why can't I just get plain old news? It's always, this is really, really bad. This is really, really bad. No, this is bad. No, this is even worse. Or, it's really good. Yeah, it is really good, isn't it? Yeah, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's tremendous. It's fantabulous. Amazingly stupendous. I don't need the drama. Just tell me what it is. What is it that you're getting all excited about? What is the point of all the excitement? I don't get it. And what's the point of being so angry? Yeah. Okay. So I made it all symmetrized. Now I gotta sharpen it. Yeah. I'm just gonna pick at it to sharpen it, but I shouldn't sharpen it yet until I figure out what I'm gonna do with this, with the notches. Yeah. And I'm going to use the copper pressure flakers on these. Yeah, to finish them out. When I get all that done, I'm going to sell it as a set. Yep. I was going to make a bunch of these little ones. I could probably still do that. Make a bunch of those little ones out of the flakes that one will match up to. But in any case, I need to do the whole set and then weigh it. Yeah. The nodule productivity needs to be done as a whole set and then weigh it and compare it to how much it weighed in the beginning. Let's work on the drill a little bit. See how the copper grips the edge of this. Because steel was removing a little bit too much of the surface because I had to really push against the edge so it wouldn't slip. But if the copper isn't going to slip, I might be able to just pull little flakes off like I wanted to with the steel and keep it thick. Let's see. Let's try it down below a little bit and not on the blade yet. Oh yeah, There you go. Yeah, I'll even grab the face of the step fractures. Dang it. It's too good. It cheats. Yeah. Of course, I'll push it to the limit, and it's not going to be able to do it. But I gotta know the limits. Come on. So yeah, copper grabs the edge really well. That was close. Almost dropped it. I broke it. I broke the edge. Not supposed to. Almost there. I don't know. I think it's not going to work all that well, so I'm going to have a backup plan. Unless I use reed. This edge is going to crush like in 2 minutes. Not even. After 30 seconds, this edge is going to be all crushed. Drilling wood with it. Well, we'll see. People ask me to make drills, but I don't know the exact problems they're having with drills. What is the precise issue? What is it? Does it snap? Or is it all really wonky? Or do you have only step fractures on the edge? It just can't get over, can't stop doing the step fracturing? All of the above? None of the above? Or just one issue only? I need to know what the issue is with these. I don't see what the problem is with drills. People want me to make them. It's like, it's almost like asking, can you make like a broken in half nodule? You know, just kind of break it in half because I want to see. You know, I don't see what the problem is. I'm having difficulty with it because I'm trying to make it perfect. Yeah. For the video, without breaking it, I can't be breaking any of this stuff. Yeah, so I'll just keep picking on the edge until I feel satisfied that it matches the diameter of the foreshaft. And make sure I don't have a lot of weirdness and waviness in the edge, because that will nap the edge. Yeah, so I need to take it down a little bit more, and that's it. Just a little bit more. Let's see what I can do about this lump here. That lump. I might not be able to do anything. Someone's going to ask me, okay, so can you break a nodule in half since you brought it up? Just do it. Don't laugh at me. Did I get it? I got some of it. Yeah, I took a little bit off that lump. See, if it has a weak spot, that's where it'll snap. So if it's very consistent, it's stronger. Yeah. Yeah, it's so nice to have the flaker not slip on the edge. So nice. It's going to be a complete contrast when I start using brass. Yeah, I could just push on the face of those step fractures with the copper. I need to make a copper spatula tool. Yeah, that's it. I really get in there. Didn't go over the top. Come on. Now you're not doing it now? It's not grabbing the edge anymore. There it goes. Yeah, so it's just a matter of picking at it. Pick at it to death. Try to make it nice now, because once you start drilling with it, it's going to get all nasty. Yeah, so the nicer it is now, the less nasty it'll get when you start drilling with it. It doesn't look like anything right now, does it? Nothing special. For all the trouble I've put into it, I should have perfect flaking on all sides by now. But I've just been damage controlling it the whole time, trying to prevent any big lumps. But it seems like whenever I need to take a flake, it digs in too much and causes a bit of wonkiness. Is that the problem you guys have? It just, the drills get really wonky. And this same process occurs when you're sharpening it. Yeah. And when you're using a drill, it'll stall sometimes too if it's got a lump on the edge. If the edge is not really straight, it'll stall and it won't seem to go any deeper because it's got a bump. You got to come back and straighten out the edge. It's kind of a pain. So that's as close as I want to get. Yeah. Because I'm going to lose some edge pretty fast when I start drilling. That's good enough. So that's good enough to start using it. It's not as, it's not as thick as the force shaft in this direction. Not supposed to be. That way it'll drill. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. And I got that nice and thin down. That's all I did this time. Yeah. That's all I did. Okay, there you go. That's it.